Hello BookTube, this is Kelly and my channel is Books I'm Not Reading. Thank you so much for watching today. I must first confess that I am totally exhausted. Jason and I both had to work today. He worked way more hours than I did, so just to be clear on that, I worked less than half of what he did, but it was still just thousands of people. An introvert's nightmare. So think the summer version of skating with Santa. Or I guess we could argue that we're getting into fall now, but I want to start off before I go into talking about Twelfth Night. And don't you just love how our library, like, there's stickers everywhere, so the covers are ruined. But anyway. So before I start going into Twelfth Night, I did just want to say that Shaketube was, I think, the first event on BookTube that I participated in when I started my channel last year. And I loved it so much, and I had such a great time, and it was so much fun. And I feel like I got connected to a lot of people, so it was really great. So I was really looking forward to doing more this year, and I still hope that's the case, although like my schedule for September was shattered recently, and so again I hope I can do all the things that I've planned on it. But it's a really important event to me, and I realized this year, don't ask me why I didn't realize it last year, because I haven't read very much Shakespeare at all. So Joe Smith told me not to feel guilty about that. But and so my goal has always been, like, I'm going to read one Jane Austen, one Charles Dickens, and one William Shakespeare play a year. The truth is, you can't wait until every September to read Shakespeare, because reading Shakespeare is work. And I think that's why in school it's so difficult, because when you're learning it and you're reading maybe one Shakespeare play a year in high school or something like that, you forget, and that's kind of what happened to me. I'm familiar with the story of Twelfth Night. I've never read the play before, but I have seen a film adaptation. It's the one with Helena Bonham Carter's in it. I'll link to a trailer to it down below. But anyway, so I open up Twelfth Night and I'm struck by the fact that, how do I read a play? What am I supposed to be looking for? How is this different from reading poetry? How is this different from reading a novel, nonfiction? And so I think that I haven't really kind of found my groove yet, as far as, like, I need to read plays, and I need to read them more than just during Shaketube, I guess. So long story short there, or something like I started watching. For another book I'm reading related to Shaketube, I started watching The Taming of the Shrew the other night, and it was the same sort of thing. So anyway, I have a lot. This is an area where I really, really need to grow, and I want to. I mean, it's not like I'm telling myself that I have to, but I just think life is so much richer, and there's so many references and other things to Shakespeare that, yeah, it's just anyway, so that's definitely a goal of mine, and I have a much more ambitious TBR for Shaketube this year than I did last year. Last year I read 2 plays, so I think I've read maybe 5 plays in all. I like Twelfth Night. Again, it's one of those great romantic comedies that people are in disguise. Rainey did a great video talking a little bit about the women in the plays that were chosen this week. I will do another video tomorrow. I'm sorry, I can't do 2 videos in one day. But we're reading Women of Will, You're definitely welcome to join us. We read Act 1 this week, and so I'll do a video about this, but it's about how Shakespeare changed his mind or developed his female characters over the course of his career. So I'll do a separate video on that tomorrow. But it's really making me pay more attention to the female characters and what they're doing. But I just so I mean, it starts off, music be the food of love, play on, and I almost feel like I need the prequel. I almost feel like there could be a whole movie about why does Count Orsino fall in love with Olivia. And Olivia, her brother dies, and she kind of decides to cloister herself and hide away. And Viola thinks that her brother is dead, and instead she uses it as a way to try to. She's dealing with her grief, but she is trying to find her way in the world, and how is she going to survive, and how is she going to live as a woman, and kind of embraces opportunity and looks for opportunity. And so it's an interesting. Rainey does a much better job talking about that in one of her videos, so I'll link to that video as well down below. And that's Rainey from Rainy Day Reads. But anyway, I mean, like I said, it feels so fast sometimes. Shakespeare plays, it just feels like I met this count and now I'm in love with him, and my brother died, so I'm gonna hide away for the next 7 years. And so it feels almost impulsive sometimes to me. And again, I know that's not the case. I know this is all about me and my shortcomings. Having watched the movie adaptation does really make me appreciate this play more, just because I feel like I do have a better understanding of it than were I to watch a film of a Shakespeare play to just jump into something new, which is one of the plays I'm hoping to read next week, is Love, Labour's Lost. And so I don't know really anything about it at all, so I hope I'm able to make my way through it. I keep meaning to go and try to get an audiobook to listen to as I read the plays, and I haven't done that either. So I'm getting off Shaketube, off a little bit behind the 8 ball, but I will catch up hopefully. So again, I enjoyed Twelfth Night. It was fun. And again, Shakespeare is the master of people hiding their true identities, and I would really love to know how they handled the twins in this. Shakespeare himself was father to twins, a boy and a girl, and so I wonder how much he was thinking of them perhaps when he was writing this, but it's a wonderful, fun story. A good way to start off Shaketube, at least for me. So again, I would love your comments about Twelfth Night down below, and how you read plays. Do you read plays throughout the whole year? Do you set yourself a goal? How do you find your way into a Shakespeare play? I'd be really curious to hear. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others, because they may have spent the day with 2,000 children. So just, bear that in mind. All right, you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.